What up, Pokemon peeps? And we are back. Thank you for coming back into the channel. Today, I have something special for you guys, and it is the 1K event that we went to as a team in Coco. This is my first round with it, and we're going to be seeing here Rapid Striker Umbreon with Urshifu versus the same thing. It's a mirror match. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump over here, see how it goes. And there it is. We're going first, and we top deck a Crobat, Tower of Darkness. We are playing it first. We know we're going up against a mirror match, so might as well play it first before my opponent can. And only an Umbreon and Houndour. No energies, no nothing, and we're just gonna pass in a hand full of supporters. And my opponent here top stacks an Urshifu single strike. Let's see what else he has in store. He go ahead and plays this Tower of Darkness, drawing two more cards, a Research and an Urn. And he also has, but before that quick ball, he needs to discard something. He has two Urns. Oof. Quick balling, discarding the second tower, and he's going to prioritize that Umbreon. But I don't think he will be playing the Search now, due to the fact that losing two urns first in the first round is very bad. You prefer to play Marnie in this situation. So there goes Capture Energy, going to get probably another Houndour just to set it up for next turn. A little bit of shuffle. Let's see what else my opponent does here. Because he also has that Urshifu. He can just play it and set it up for next turn if he wants to go for the Urshifu and Umbreon setup. He's just going to pass. Let's see if we get out of this break. We're gonna go ahead and evolve, and we're gonna be able to do at least 50 damage into that Houndour, but nothing else. So we're just going to research, discard all of those good supporters. That is super bad to have. And also we did not have Marnie, so to save some of them. And now take away a handful of supporters and you will get a handful of Pokemons. But of course we are in a good spot here. We can also use that Tower of Darkness to draw two extra more cards. There it is. We're gonna discard our first Urn or Vitality, and we draw an energy, so that's pretty good. Energy first turn, I mean second turn, pretty late. But I think we're gonna attach there into the active and probably set up an Urshifu at the back. If maybe we can do that, or we can just go ahead and attach the other energy we have in hand, and that way we do 50, 60, 70, 80 damage, and we take a knockout here if we go for that route, which we will. We're gonna be taking the first knockout, and we're gonna go ahead and do Ming look for 80. I think it is. That's 30, 40, 30 plus 40. That's a good number. And all my opponent needs here is Evolution Instance, and he can attack with that Umbreon. Hopefully he does not get the knockout here, because we might have that other Umbreon set up at the back, but we wanna, once our opponent evolves for the Vmax, we wanna make sure that we uh, knock it out like completely. And my opponent has an evolution instance in hand, so that will get him the Houndour, which is pretty good. And then if he does, he will be able to do 180. I think it is. So that's still a knockout with only one single strike energy. I think that's a knockout because it does 160, 170, 180, 190, 200. We already have 20 damage uh, in our side. So yeah, so he will go ahead and take two prizes here. Now our question is, can we go ahead and take another attack there with our Umbreon V in the bench? Because so far we do not have a supporter card due to the fact that we just discard them all. We discard them all. He used the reason why he took that Houndour and discarded the evolution instance, didn't search for nothing, is because he was just taking like, so it makes it easy taking shortcuts. Now, what do? We have energy per turn, which is pretty good. All we need to do is try to evolve that. Oh, there it is. We have evolution. So now we have to check if we have two more single strike energies in the deck. So we have one there, and oof, we only have one. We priced the other one. That is no good, no bueno. So we're gonna go ahead and get that other single striker Urshifu. Probably we're gonna use it to discard that. It discarded with the Tower of Darkness here. But by the looks of it, if we do not get a supporter or an urn of vitality out of those two extra cards that we're gonna be drawing, my opponent will be able to take yet another knockout on our Umbreon. We're gonna go ahead and attach energy per turn, and all we need is supporter and urn. And we got the supporter busted. That's pretty good. And we're gonna go ahead and evolve, targeting that. We should have attacked the one in the bench. We should have attacked, I mean, that in the active. I don't know why we did that. I mean, the reason I think why we did that is so that my opponent cannot use the Houndours and what should we call it? Use the Houndours to put more energies on that Umbreon so he can do more damage. So I think that's why we did it. Because also if we take a knockout here, if he has Urn of Vitality in hand, he could put that card back in deck. So we don't want to do that. I think that's the route which I think I went for it. And we're gonna go ahead and use another quick bowl, searching for probably another Umbreon, or yeah, another Umbreon there, so we can use it to gut something else. Now we need to take. We have that Houndour in hand for the next turn, so it looks pretty good. So we're gonna head and take a knockout here, and we draw. We took out of the prices the other single strike energy, which is good. Now for next turn, if we can find a way to evolve that single striker Urshifu, which is in bench, we can retreat these active Umbreon and attach all the energies, attach an energy per turn, and take a knockout on that Vmax, winning the game. So that's our win condition. But can we do it? Because right now my opponent here can get his Umbreon Vmax. He can take a knockout on the Urshifu, but I think he will get that special energy and attach it, so that will put him in range to get that Urshifu at the back or the Umbreon. But I think he didn't need to get. Yeah, he's going for the Urshifu. That's why he did the energy thingamajiggy, so that way he can guarantee that knockout, and then so he can have a safe place, safe whatever. But now, since our win condition is going uh, to the drain, now we need to find a way to evolve that uh, Umbreon V, evolve it, target something else, uh, so that way my opponent cannot use boss's orders and target the Umbreon and win, because all he needs right now it is a 2 more prices after he takes this Urshifu down. But he's gonna use the Tower of Darkness, getting rid of his Urshifu, drawing an Evolution Instance and another Urshifu single strike, and now playing the Evolution Instance, getting him probably the Houndour, the Houndoom, so that way he has another dog set up and prep. Now what he needs here is a second. If my opponent benches a second Umbreon V, I will gust it with my Umbreon and take a knockout there, and then all we have to do is search for boss's orders and gust it. And also, the list that I'm playing is the list with the battle VIP passes, and there it is. He attaches the capture energy with to the Houndoom, benching that Umbreon V. So we're gonna be able to take a knockout on that Umbreon V, and all we have to do for our next turn is play that research that I think we have in hand, and hope to get the boss's orders. Probably it's in the deck. I didn't take a look there, or if it's not there, once we take a knockout, we take it out of their prices. And there it is. He takes the knockout because he does 220. It does 160, 170, 180, 190, 200. So my Urshifu will be alive for 20. Ooh, I thought he was gonna get knocked out. Let's see here how we respond, because we do not. We don't have supporter, and we don't have a secondary Crobat, because I only play one Crobat in here. But we are going to try to thin the deck. I saw 2 switches. We have 2 switches in deck, so hopefully with this Tower of Darkness we can just get those cards or get another supporter. And there it is. Let's go ahead and use. Oof, we didn't, but it is pretty bad because we have it in hand, and then we have 2 more over there into that Urshifu, that Umbreon Vmax, and I do not want to evolve it, because if we do, we're gonna get knocked out, and we will be giving my opponent 2 extra prices, which is not optimal. But I think we have to. I would have saved that Umbreon Vmax, to be honest. But we're gonna go ahead and target that baby Umbreon there, set up the other, and pass. Now let's see how my opponent responds. He has an air balloon. Whew, top deck air balloon, nice. But he also has that research. He does not want to use the research due to the fact that he has 2 urns in hand, and you do not, my friend, want to get rid of those. But I would, in his situation, I will get rid of them. In his situation, I will get rid of them because he already has the Umbreon like semi set up, and he's not going to set up an Urshifu, which is pretty good. So I think he can, if he wants to be safe, he can. He can also bench that Urshifu V. Oof, he's going to discard it with the tower and get an evolution instance and a quick ball. Oof, so my opponent can take the advantage here, because if he wants to, he can use that evolution instance, evolve the Umbreon, and target my Umbreon VMAX with 1 energy in it, and just hit it for a couple of damage. But no, he's going to play the quick ball, discarding the energy, also getting evolution instance, getting that Houndoom in it, activating the ability, attaching another energy into the Houndoom. Ooh, and this list that he's playing also plays Tool Jammer. That's pretty good. Now let's see how this goes, because he didn't when I mean he already has knockout on the active Urshifu, and now what we have to do is, since we couldn't switch this freaking Mamagoo and we top deck a Marnie, that's not good. So we just have to slap. Oh, he didn't attack. He didn't attack. He passed and didn't attack. That's pretty good. So we're just gonna go ahead and play Marnie, and hopefully we can get ourselves a one of those two switches in our deck, so we can get that Urshifu out of the active. And there it is. We have the switch. That's pretty good. Switching it out. Now we will have an advantage here, because we were gonna hit and poke this Umbreon V, and all that we need to do is get the freaking get the boss for next turn. But we're gonna check out here. We have one. Ooh, no, two bosses in the discard pile. So, oof. So we have to hold on here as much as we can, because and we're gonna slap him for 200. But so it'll be 240. Now my opponent, what he needs to do is switch, promote the baby one, or because he can't leave that into the active. I think he misplayed by not taking a knockout in that Urshifu. I think that was his misplay. And now he's going to go ahead and retreat. I will get rid of the two single strike energies, because he has earned. Oh no, we put that earn back in the deck, but he has boss's orders, so he's not going to retreat just yet. He's just going to see what he can grab out of that Tower of Darkness. He's going to quick ball, thin more, a little bit more the deck. Searching. What will be he searching? All he has is a Crobat and another Umbreon V. So he's gonna go for the Umbreon V. Does he? I mean, he needed to. In my opinion, he needed to take a knockout on the Urshifu. That way, he takes two more prices, and then once I hit that his Umbreon Vmax, he will be able to retreat, promote the other one, and hit us for 200, and then for the next turn boss and win. I think that would have been his game, his winning game. And he forgot to bench that. I think I mean, he had it in hand, but he forgot to bench it, or maybe he didn't want to bench it. And then playing Marnie, getting another Houndour, and I see there a Pierce and another Marnie, and now he will be using. Ooh, all his energies are in play. To be honest, he doesn't have them in the discard pile. Yeah, he used the ability. He's thinking here whether or not he plays the quick ball to discard one of those, but at this point I don't think he, like, something else, because if he does not retreat, that I mean, either way, I don't think he can win this because even though if he retreats and attack with a Houndour, I can take that knockout and then eventually take a knockout on one of those either Umbreon V or Umbreon Vmax. So that way we can win. There, he's gonna get Crobat. Crobat for he has 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. He got the VMAX and 2 Boss's Orders. My opponent is playing a high count of Boss's Orders, which I think is pretty good. We unfortunately had to discard our 2 Boss's Orders. Oh, he's gonna target the other Umbreon V, and then he will probably retreat himself. Yeah, he's going to retreat, promote the other Umbreon. But I think he has the necessary energies on that one. Getting the urns. And he's going full energies in there, so he will be doing more than 220 damage. I think with 3 energies you do 220, and then in this case he will do 260. I don't know. $240 maybe. Yeah, he has 4 there. So 3 is 220, so it'll be 240. 240 damage into that Umbreon V, and unfortunately we do not have an energy in hand, so but we have Marnie, so that's pretty good. Oof, we're gonna go for the switch shenanigan and promote the other one because we do not have supporter. I mean, we have Marnie, but it's not a guarantee that we draw an energy out of it. And my opponent has 4 cards in hand. He will be taking. I mean, it depends. Right here, it's like it depends. It's a weird situation, the one we're in, because we can play down Marnie and put all of those Boss's Orders. Oof, that's a good play. Now my opponent would not be able to knock out that Umbreon VMAX in the bench unless those top 4 cards are more bosses, which I doubt it, but he has research, so that'll be good. And then we find the energy for our bench Umbreon and Tool Scraper. Oh, that's an energy at the back, so we're gonna get rid of that air balloon into the active. So that way he has to pay. That in my opinion, that was not the correct play. We should have left that air balloon there, so that he cannot use the retreat urn and put back in the deck, so he can reattach them. So I think we should have left that air balloon in him. Now my opponent has to decide what to do here because. As far as I'm concerned, he does not have a game here. Even if he retreats into the other Umbreon VMAX, we have a knockout. So, because he already has like 180 plus 60, and then in the active has 280 damage. So we checkmate our opponent. And checking here, he only has 2 energy, so he cannot attack unless he has one of those single strike energies. But like I said, if he retreats and promotes that one, it's gonna get knocked out. because I don't have damage on my active one. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much. And earn discarding tower, discarding earn and drawing an earn and another research. So yeah, I don't think my opponent can win this one. So we eventually will go to round number 2. Oof, but he's going for it. Ay, ay, ay. One more. Now, yeah. So even though he has all of those cards in hand, we just checkmate. And nope, you can't have attaching 2 items. You can't have 2 items attached there. So he's just gonna go for the air balloon. I say yes, you can do that. Don't worry, because like I said, we have win here unless he wants to stall a little bit. But even if he does, whatever he promotes is gonna get knocked out. And that's not the one with the energy, so he misplay here, so he can uh, attack there and just pass. So we're just gonna go ahead and draw and take a knockout. So either we can win by decking him out or just take a knockout in general, because he will be able to take three prices right now, um, but he needs one more to win. So and I think he will attack though. I mean, since I switched the damage counters because they have exactly the same amount of energy, two single, two of the other one, and then he's gonna go and for the knockout there, taking 3 prices, and we're just gonna draw and take a knockout back at him, and that will win us the game, round number 1. But we are going to round number 2. Let's see if we can do something. Uh, if we can set up properly our Urshifus and our Hound Hours, and those VIP passes can come early to us, because if they don't, we just like nothing we can do, to be honest. Because I usually had the list with Cramomatic, but it was like the worst combination ever. Because it's either you don't draw the VIP passes on your first turn, but you draw Cramomatics, and you use the Cramomatics, and you do not get the heads for that VIP pass. So it is quite annoying, let me tell you that. So after this event that I play here, I decided to just take them all out in general, and then I went to the Fiji Fight Club tournament also, and they were all the players that were playing there with the single striker Shifu were actually playing it with the VIP passes, and they were having the exact same problem that I ran into it. So never again playing it. Never again playing it with the VIP passes. I prefer just to have capture energies and like 2 level balls so we can get working on there. And we start with an Umbreon. We have a Marnie for next turn and a tower to draw a little bit more. So hopefully, when he starts turn, we can set up properly and have a VIP pass. Let's see if this mulligan is the the VIP pass that we are eager to play in our first turn, so we can freaking set up our little baby doggos. And my opponent starts with a Houndour. Oof, I don't. Ooh, a VIP pass! Busted! That's pretty good. That's what we like to see on our first turn here. Now we will be able to have two Houndies on our next turn. Now the question is, ooh, but we already set up. It's either we play the and my opponent cannot play supporter for the first turn, so we're just gonna shuffle here his deck. He didn't know that. Ooh, but his hand is dead, to be honest. His hand is pretty dead. So maybe we can hold our hand and maybe we can hold our hand and just play the VIP pass and pass on to our opponent, so that way we can evolve them on our second turn and have like a better setup. But if we go for the Marnie engine, I don't think that's very good, to be honest. Yeah, we have a tower and a VIP pass, but I can't see what the hell is the other card there. And opponent will pass, and we top deck a Urshifu V, which is pretty good, but not what we were looking for. And we're gonna get those doggos out and rolling. So you'll see, guys, here on our, I think it was 6 rounds. In the 6 rounds that we play here, you'll see that it's just in a few games that I'm able to play those VIP passes. And like I said, we didn't do nothing. We just simply pass, hold our hand, and then after that we can just play the stadium, play the Marnie. And before we play the Marnie, hopefully we can use the abilities to attach into the active and take a knockout here, and you know, and do something good. But like I said, my opponent is going for that, or we can even, what we can do here is just evolve our Houndoons, evolve the Umbreon Vmax, and target that Umbreon V to knock it out and put my opponent in a disadvantage, and we can take 2 more prices. But that is only if we manage to find the third energy to attack. If we can, then that'll be a not good play. But you know, it's the one that we are eager to do so. And he's going to go for, I think he has the evolution instance in hand, so he will show it to us in a minute. That's why he grabbed the Houndoon, and there it is. He's presenting the evolution instance, just in case if you guys are wondering. And yeah, so that Umbreon is set up, and he already attached energy per turn. And he's just gonna pass. Now let's see here. Tower, evolve. Oh, and we have everything we need in hand. So hopefully we can get that third energy there. Hopefully we can get that third energy. If we do, that's gonna be an excellent play. So hopefully we can draw into the freaking card or energy here. We have a Marnie. We're gonna be drawing 5 new cards, and with the stadium we're gonna be drawing 2 more. So hopefully out of those 5, 6, out of those 7 new cards, we can get something. We can get the energy, so we can take the knockout here. was nasty. But we need to play the Crobat. But we also have to draw. So we're gonna be playing the Crobat to see if we get the card. And no, we don't. This is not good. We don't get the energy, but still we're going to be able to draw 2 more cards. So hopefully we can thin the deck as much as we can and get one of those energies with the tower. Hopefully we do so. If not, that's gonna be very bad. Evolve there, the Urshifu. And energy, please. No, we didn't get the energy. So close, yet so far. So we are not going to be able to take the advantage here from my opponent. So this is pretty bad. In all honesty, it is not good, no bueno. We whiffed that energy. It's so sad. You hate to see it. But my opponent here does not have. I mean, he can get the energy with the Houndour, but he does not have the evolution. Oh, he has Marnie. Never mind. Now, let's see if he gets the evolution out of that Marnie. And still, 4 cards deep into the deck, and we did not find a freaking energy. That is problematic. And he has the Vmax there, so he can just evolve, target the V or the Crobat, the Umbreon or the Crobat V, and take 2 prizes, which is what we wanted it to do. And there it is. It's taking 2 more damage counters, and the other single strike roar ability I think will be used on the bench. Umbreon. No, he's going all in on it. So let's see if he evolves and does not target a Pokemon. Because another thing he can do, he can target the Urshifu, leave the Urshifu in the active spot, and that's gonna be nasty. Oh no, he goes for the Umbreon. That's pretty good. That's pretty good indeed. And he's gonna go ahead and take a knockout there, taking two prizes. Ooh, that's what we wanted it to do on our last turn, but we couldn't. You hate to see it. We're gonna go ahead and do quick ball, discarding that evolution instance, getting ourselves another Umbreon. Yep, we're gonna go for the Umbreon, or are we gonna? No, we're gonna go for the Houndour. We're gonna prioritize that. We already have a second attacker in the bench. All we have to do is set it up, and what we can do here is see if we have the other 2 energies in the deck, which I do not see. I only see 1. Damn, always pricing 1 energy. That is, it's always problematic, man. There's always an issue with this deck. Pricing 1 energy. Now let's see if we can get something else, or 1 energy for that Urshifu. No, you don't. You hate to see it again. It's either we can go for the Marnie. Ooh. So we're gonna discard that hand. We don't like it. We want to see a freaking energy. And we got the energy. So that's pretty good. We got the energy. We got 2 energies. So we will be able to set up a little bit of that Urshifu. So now let's see what else we can do here. We're gonna slap for 220 onto that Umbreon Vmax. Now my opponent can take the lead here even more if he evolves that Umbreon V and targets the Crobat. He will be able to get himself 2 more prizes. Now the thing is here, he needs to set up his Urshifu in my point of view, in order for him to win this matchup, he will have to bench an Urshifu, which he has the quick ball there to search it. He can get this card, that research, bench the Urshifu, attach that energy into the Urshifu, and then wait, and then see if he can evolve. Ooh, no, he's going to. Oh my goodness, I'm yawning. I'm sorry, but he's going to prioritize that that Umbreon Vmax is going to be doing 240. And I think that's a knockout on my Umbreon VMAX. He's doing 160, 170, 180, 190, 200, 2... Yeah, I think he has a knockout with 240. So it'll be 260, 270, 280, 290, 300 damage. So he's going to say bye-bye here. Our Umbreon VMAX will get knocked out. I think he has 5 energies into that Umbreon. Now, this is bad due to the fact that my opponent has a win condition. He takes a knockout here into the active, take 3 prices, and all he needs is an Boss's Orders or an Umbreon VMAX so he can target the Crobat and win the game. What we can do here is pray that we have and earn, we can search our hand for, or our deck for a Urn of Vitality, attaching them into the Urshifu so we can slap this Umbreon VMAX for a beatdown, and then we can see if we can, you know, manage to survive this. But no, he will be retreating, even though he has a knockout there in the Umbreon V. Wow. Why? And he's just going to pass. I should have taken that knockout there, to be honest, but I'm baffled, to be honest. So we're just going to go ahead and attach energy there. See if we can get ourselves a Boss's Order so we can punish that Umbreon VMAX. We evolve there. Now we have our Houndour set up and ready to go. But we do not have a Gust shenanigan here, which is pretty bad. I mean, we can, taking 1 price is good, but man, it's weird. And my opponent has that air balloon into that Umbreon, so he would not be able to retreat, discard the energies, and you know. What to do? What to do? Because we can play Marnie. We can play Marnie here, put his Boss's Orders at the bottom of the deck, but no, we're just gonna go for the knockout here. Taking 1 price, he promotes it, but like I said, he should have taken a knockout there into my Umbreon VMAX. Maybe he didn't want to. Oh, he's gonna go. Oh, the Crobat. Hey there, yeah. He's gonna go for the Crobat. Oof. And that will get him 2 more prices. But like I said here, he should have taken a knockout on that Umbreon, and then afterward he would attach just 3 energies into the Urshifu, gust the Crobat and knock it out, and then that would have been game on his side. But now, even though if he takes a knockout here on our Crobat, we're gonna be taking a knockout on that Umbreon V. We're gonna be taking a knockout on his Umbreon. We're gonna go down 3 prices. What to do, man? It's tricky. It's really tricky. Very tricky indeed. So he's just gonna swing for the knockout. Now he's up to 2 prices. Now we need to see here how we. Oh, well, I think my opponent concedes. But I don't have a knockout. Did he prize all his urns? Yeah, I think he conceded. So we took the dub here for some reason here. Even though my opponent had, he priced 2 urns, and trying to get those back would have been a bad thing. But we managed to take the dub here. I think my opponent misplayed a couple of times there. He should have, like I said, he had game in hand. He should have attacked the Umbreon, take the knockout there, take 3 prizes, go down to 1. That will get him at least 1 urn. And for the next turn, he can just use that urn, get 2 energies back, attach them to the Urshifu, and beat down for the knockout on the Crobat. So, but that's gonna be it for this round number 1 in the 1K event that we went to Coco in the store Gamers Are Us. We'll leave a link down below to their pages, so if you're from Coco and you want to go check out the store and play Pokemon, Dragon Ball Z and all that stuff, you can just go ahead and stop by. But you guys know what to do. Leave a like, leave a comment, share your thoughts with us, and we'll appreciate it. And I'll guys see you on the next round number 2. Peace out. With